Welcome back. Thanks for watching. School break is here, which means freedom and fun for kids, but it also means that many of them go without meals. The Bag Summer Hunger campaign is a way to feed a family in need over these summer months. Kyle Camberg with Sunshine Division is here to explain more. Hi, Kyle.
Morning.
So tell us more about Bag Summer Hunger. What is it exactly?
Yeah, it's a long-standing partnership with our friends at Safeway Albertsons. Real simple. When you are in the grocery store shopping, you can round up $5, $10, and it's going to very simply get staple foods to Sunshine Division so that we can feed families.
Yeah, it's a pre-filled bag. You said staple foods. What exactly is in the bag?
I think what you're going to reach into your pantry, non-perishables, so pasta, rice, beans, soup, vegetable, mac and cheese, things like peanut butter, things like this. And so really the core of everything we do, whether it's a home delivery or someone visiting our food pantry, those staples never go out of style.
Yeah. And why is this so important during the summer months especially?
Well, big thing, like today is my son's last day of school, and for approximately 55 to 60% of the kids in the Portland metro area, those kids are relying on meals at school. And so what happens in summer, yes, there are some lunch sites and things like that at school, but what if you have an 8-year-old and what if school's 2 miles away? What's the probability that kid's going to get to that school? The answer is it's not great. So even though there are some stopgap measures that various schools have, places like Sunshine Division see a tremendous spike this time of year because so many families, the kids aren't in school, but also daycare. You know, maybe I can't work as much because all of these factors compound on top of just feeding kids, and so we get busier.
Yeah. What's new at Sunshine Division? You've got a lot of great things going on.
Yeah, really excited, proud to share. 6-year journey to get here. I feel like I've been talking about this my whole life. At the start of the pandemic, we started looking for how we were going to evolve as an organization. We have what was now a 97-year-old warehouse built before World War II that was our home for about 50 years. And at the start of the pandemic, actually, Safeway Albertsons let us use some vacant grocery store space to warehouse. We did that the past 6 years.
Wow.
About a year ago, we finally found the building we wanted. We bought it. We had to wait for the tenant to move out. We had to do a little remodeling. Just on Tuesday, we opened our market. So we now have 2 locations in town, one in Southeast Stark at 124th and one not far from here on NATO that families can come to. 5 days a week, 52 weeks a year, families can come and shop. So it's not as big as a Safeway, but it's our version of it's about the size of the studio here. People come and shop, get the food they need.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that and like why shopping for the food themselves is so important.
Well, I mean, on one hand, it was sort of obvious to us that it's better, but we sent out a survey to thousands of people and said, when we open this building, what do you want? What's the best thing? And choice and shopping across the board, literally 90% of people said that, but also it allows for more fresh, more produce. We have a really large cold storage area as well. Then we move that into sort of deli case sort of fridges that you would see in a market or a mini mart. And so it allows people to get the food that they need, that fits them best, whether it's cultural needs, dietary needs, religious needs. Maybe you like peanut butter and I like, whatever the need is for your household, you're going to get the food that best suits you, and also not waste food too.
Yeah.
So when we send out a box that's prepackaged, there's not choice there. It's good, but this is excellent. This is a better way of helping people.
Yeah, and briefly, how has demand for food changed over the past few years?
I mean, unfortunately, I sound like a broken record the past 6 years. You can rewind the clock, whether it was pandemics, school closures, COVID was this huge thing. And then we saw record inflation and things sort of got better, the past couple of years. But now we've seen yet another spike. I mean, we've all gone to the gas pump over $5. And that trickles down to everything because it's not just you filling your car. Everything in a grocery store gets put on a truck. So the cost of food is going up, the cost of gas has gone up. A lot of healthcare renewals this past year were hovering in the teens, around 20%. So literally everything in virtually every citizen's life is harder.
Yeah.
And so one bad day, one trip to the dentist, one doctor's bill, people are turning to places like Sunshine more often. So we're just busier than we've ever been. And now with the new location, we're going to help more people.
Yeah, that's great. And that's why it's so important to participate in the Bag Summer Hunger campaign. So next time you're shopping at Safeway or Albertsons, you can buy a pre-filled bag for just $5 or $10, super easy. And to learn more about Sunshine Division, head to their website, sunshinedivision.org. Thanks for coming. And again, congratulations on opening the market.